Key takeaways. What was AI Day? Let's talk about all that and figure out what's going on. I'm Brian. Welcome to my Tesla weekend. Howdy, gang. Howdy. Let's see who all's in here. Let's see what is going on. Oh, look at this handsome guy. What's that about? Yeah. So, for those of you who didn't know, it turns out this week there was an event called AI Day. I did not go to that. TechCrunch, top 4 highlights of Elon Musk's AI Day. And I got to tell you, they're all, this is maybe the best article on it I've found. There's a lot of bad ones, and don't you worry, my friends, we will get into those. So, yeah, there is a robot, apparently, and that's a real thing, even though this cheese monster dancing on stage maybe didn't... maybe I get it. The Honda robots dance, the Boston Dynamics robots dance. And robotics, to me, this is not about Tesla. This is about going to Mars. He wants a robot that can operate independently via AI without intervention. Now, mind you, it could still be a product. Robotics is very difficult. Honda's cute little guy never really went anywhere. Boston Dynamics, I don't know if you know this, is a 29-year-old company, and they're still not selling anything, really. I mean, you can buy them. You can. But, 29 years, billions, companies change hands so many times, been through so many amazingly brilliant and skilled and rich companies, and it still just kind of isn't there. Unveiling of the Chip to Train Dojo, that's more exciting. I don't know if I'd go as far as to say game changer, but it has a handful of new innovations. It is apparently the fastest chip for the purpose. And yeah, it's a thing of beauty. It feels like the engineers were given free rein to go absolutely bonkers with it. And they did. Full self-driving and beyond. They're still struggling with this. They are still struggling with this. The problem they were just sure they would have solved ages ago remains almost impossible. And yeah, solving the computer vision problem. So I saw some headlines that were dumb enough to say, whoa, he had this AI day and not a single mention about the NHTSA investigation. Why would there be? That's not what this is about, and whatever. So let's get into some of the dumber takes here. Tesla's AI Day event did a great job convincing me they're wasting everybody's time. Level 2 assisted driving, especially in city driving, is worse than useless. It's stupid. Oh, Jalopnik. You don't get it. And I'll tell you, it's hard to find good summaries of what we actually learned on AI Day because the topic is very, very complicated. And I watched everything I could find, and I'd say I fully understand about 5% of it. So I'm very proud of that because it's a very dense topic. So, yeah, not entirely fair. It's a waste of time, talent, energy, and money. Is it? Because the chip alone, machine learning is a big industry and it's in its infancy. And this has set up Tesla as, a whole new level of startup. Let's look at this real quick. What kind of company is Tesla? Automotive? Yes, they are a whole automotive company. Stock valuation doesn't merely take this into account. It takes the others too, because they're worth more than 3 times more than the next most valuable auto company. So there's a lot more priced in. Energy storage, this is going to be absolutely massive. If it was just an energy storage startup, I would invest. Solar, it is a solar company. If it was a startup, I don't think I would invest. Self-driving, whoever gets there first is going to 10x overnight. Hands down. And especially if Tesla's self-driving comes out, even if they're second to market, they'll have 1 million, 2 million cars on the road ready to just turn it on, where other builders will have to scale up over a number of years. And of course, now we can firmly and safely say they are a company that does chip design. And they do really amazing, full-featured chip design, without a doubt. Musk, good old Bloomberglers, Musk touts a robot years after promising one on wheels. So yeah, I would say going into robotics is a fool's errand. It can't be done commercially. But I would have also said that about electric cars, and I would have also said that about reusable rockets. So never say never, I guess. The big thing was there was an interview on Dave Lee on Investing recently with James Doma, and he was saying how when the first self-driving competitions were held, they went from like 10% done to like 90% done in a year, and then the next year all the teams were at like 99%. And with such a short time to get such huge strides, everyone thought that this would be a solved problem in a matter of years. And it will, just a lot more of those years than they'd anticipated. Nissan believed that self-driving would be done and rolling properly by 2020, and they've kind of given up completely. Mercedes and BMW have scaled back their ambitions. Waymo, who looked 8 years ago like they would be on the market any day, are really struggling. Look at that. OnlyFans to bar sexually explicit videos. Well, they'll be missed. Elon Musk just added a robot to his list of things always coming next year. For now, he's got a guy in a suit. Yeah. I should point out that missing timelines is not unique to Tesla. When Ford first showed off their F-150 electric, before it was called the Lightning, in 2019, they said it would be on the market in 2020, and now they're saying spring of 2022. I get it. It's hard. It's harder than you think. Even for somebody as experienced building as Ford, it's harder than you think. But Elon hasn't missed all the timelines. The Model Y came out early. Austin, Giga Texas, is, I would say, running a couple months behind schedule, maybe 4 or 5 months behind schedule, but that's based on they tripled the size of the first phase. So, you triple the size of the first phase, you kind of gotta expect that. Am I frozen? I hope I'm not frozen. Let's take a look here. Yeah. It's basically going to start dealing with work that is boring, repetitive, and dangerous. Yeah, that's what I'd like it to do. So a question was asked before the stream started. I think I may have disconnected there for a second. Am I still going? There we go. A question was asked in the comments before the stream started. Do we think Tesla will build their own chip fabrication facility? And the answer a week ago was definitely not, absolutely not, 100% not. The answer this week is maybe. Maybe. It would be expensive and difficult, but difficult isn't something that they have an aversion to, it seems. And expensive, well, they've got the money and the ability to raise more if they needed it, but having 10 billion cash on hand can get you a fair ways. Okay, the Exopod is a game changer. Yeah, regarding Optimus Prime, let's see a prototype first. Interesting idea, probably a better chance than anyone else, but far more complex problem than a car. Oh, I am having streaming problems, huh? Well, I apologize. Yeah, I don't know what to do about that. Yeah, it's going to be, I would have, when tablets first came out, I said, awesome, what's it for? And no one could actually tell me. And you maybe can't appreciate one until you've tried it. And yeah, they're like a phone that doesn't make calls, but that's kind of my phone too. I mean, it can make calls. It does make calls, but I have, I don't use it for that. I don't use it for that. So I kept getting bigger and bigger phones because what I use it for is looking at stuff, looking at videos, watching stuff, and a bigger screen is what I wanted. So do I need a robot? No. But boy, that could be a real game changer for a lot of applications, an awful lot of applications. Yeah, I'm sorry my connection keeps doing that. Who is this? It's very frustrating for me too. I apologize. I will take some steps before next week to see if I can get that running a little better. Rob says, I'm still not convinced anyone will reach true FSD in the next 5 years. I do think Tesla has the best chance. Yeah, I would agree with definitely that Tesla has the best chance. But more importantly, I would say that I'm confident it will get it. I do not know when. When is the question. And if you ask me to put money on a date, even a long date, I don't know, man. I just can't do it. Then again, I'm not a gambler. I'd say an empty car comes to pick me up at work, takes me home, and goes to pick up my girlfriend and brings her home. No one ever touches the steering wheel. So level 5? Yeah, that'd be great. That is absolutely what I would call level 5. The kind of car where you don't need a steering wheel, where it can tuck itself away or be detached or just not exist in the first place, like a Johnny Cab. We're immediately a one-car family instead of two. Yeah. 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 And wouldn't you rather have one car payment instead of two? Yeah. Keep dropping connection. And I'm having trouble getting this to stay rolling. So I apologize for that. So AI Day, if you haven't watched the whole video, you can. It's long and complicated and pretty darn interesting. But it's so complicated. It's so complicated. Like I said earlier, I'm confident. I absolutely 100% understand about 5% of it, which I'm pretty proud of because we need an AI president. I think all laws should be made by AI. I think AI would do a better job, and it's incorruptible in the same way humans are. So that would be, why can't algorithms do things like that? I think they can and they should. Yeah. I got to tell you, man, I do not understand so much of this, but it's fascinating. It's fascinating. I'm sure I'll watch it again. I'm sure we'll watch it again. Okay. Well, not a lot of questions to respond to. So I will thank you guys for being here. I've got to work tomorrow, but I've got a video scheduled that's going to run, a very exciting one, a two-parter shared mutually with Bear from Bear's Workshop. That's tomorrow, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. And it will be running at 6 a.m. and his will be up at the same time. And we've got different questions because we interviewed each other, and it was awesome. So thank you so much to my dog Pound. I would cut that if this wasn't a live stream. Welcome to Crunch and Paul Letty. Awesome, you guys. I appreciate your help. Definitely keeps the channel running. Couldn't have done the road trip without my gracious Patreon. So that's great. AI is just algorithms. It's an incorruptible as any other algorithm. Yes. Yeah. Yep. And I think it's exciting to see that Dojo could become a product for others to actually buy. So what did I miss or misunderstand? Stay tuned, stay juicy. Can't wait to hear from you clever robots next Friday at 8 or in the comments below.